Okay, we're back. And I'm in. Thank fucking Christ. Now can I not crash again? That would be great. Okay. I think I know what the problem is too. I think it's literally the fact that it's trying to load the deep wilds whenever I'm looking in that direction. I think that's what's causing it. Yeah, I'm good now, dear. Love you too, dear. Thank you for being there for that scene. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. The books will say they were simply good friends. No, they won't. Not if I have anything to say about it. Alright. Let's go.
No, she not.
I am back.
Not just to get rid of it, it needs to be burned, apparently.
Be it burned. Okay.
Nobody with cuts on them in anywhere should be near it.
Oh, it's not
or
just
or directly touch
Oh.
it. According to them, it's
that sounds
apparently how someone gets sick.
Ugh, that sounds complicated.
What happened? The last thing I
Yes,
heard was
Lótëa, you
about
seem
the...
to-
The flux took me and it didn't let me go. Forgive me.
I certainly saw. I was truly heartbroken.
Anyways. The last thing I heard was
But
about
yes,
the dire bear meat being tainted in some way.
Yes. Apparently, at least the word that that lady said, they called it that had some sort of bacterium in it that is apparently some sort of sickness, and
Lótëa.
Good morning, Ro.
if somebody with cuts on them were to come into contact with it, it makes them dreadfully ill.
That is not good at all. I'm assuming that they've already informed those in the tavern, in the cafe.
Yes, it is.
Yes, we were not given any of that meat. We were
thank
trying
goodness.
to get it for the sake of
Okay, I toggle it
helping with
anyways.
the coming winter, but unfortunately, all that meat
good for me.
is
No longer
no
good.
good.
Understood. Yes, how can I help you, Rowan? Forgive me.
That's
Sorry, I
closed
don't
for
mean
me as
to-
well. I don't believe it is synced.
Do you know where the captain is?
Have you
I actually
have you-
don't. I have not seen
do you
him
know
yet.
of any sort of moongrass that grows around here?
Alright, my boss said that he passed
that's a good
him on his
question.
way
I don't
over.
entirely
I was just gonna
know.
bring him some coffee.
I feel like there would be,
You see
but
him?
off the
Yeah,
top
let
of
me
my
go
head, I'm
says
not
that.
entirely
Because
sure.
I've not
Perhaps.
seen him at all this morning.
I have heard that the type I normally use grows mostly in the north.
Would there be moongrass growing around here? Specifically the kind that Rowan is looking for.
Please hold.
One moment. Alright.
I'm holding.
Holding.
just imagining my trinket flowing left and right as I do this. I can't see it, unfortunately.
Have you ever gotten that caught on your antlers before?
Oh yes, it loops around quite a bit.
Ah,
Lótëa,
yes.
you would know that moongrass tends to grow further in the north in drier climates, drier areas. Catnip, though, does grow around here.
That one I did know. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. No, unfortunately, the moongrass is not going to be growing around here. It much prefers the more dry climates compared to here.
That does make sense.
I would be happy to grow some for you,
Is
but
there anything
if you
much
could
like
procure the seeds.
Oh, well, unfortunately I emptied out the bag when I used the last bits, so I fear it is quite empty. If I could check very quickly. Oop, that is about as empty as it gets, if you would like to take a look.
That is indeed empty. That's unfortunate. If you are able to...
Good afternoon.
So I heard that there was like a place in town that like sold like wine or something. Like, where is that?
Right here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let me
I
see
don't
if
know
she's in there.
but
Give me one
it's
moment.
like-
Vina,
yeah.
you are
Yes.
open, yes.
Yes, I am.
One of the other worlders
hi.
is, well, looking to procure some wine. I will leave you to it.
Of course. Hello.
Anyways,
Hi,
if you are able
In any
to
case-
procure the seeds, I would be able to grow some for you.
Yeah. So
Very well. And in the meantime, maybe I shall look for some more of those yellow-cap mushrooms. They make me see pretty colors.
I would be very careful about needing too many of
I could
those.
give you something later in return, if that's okay.
I would be
Are they
very...
dangerous?
They can, in large doses, or perhaps for long, prolonged periods of time. I would be very cautious.
Very well.
But
I
if
will
you're looking for those,
make sure to be careful with them.
you're going to be wanting to go into the deeper wilds, but I would be very careful going out there. Especially with the colder weather coming in.
This one wine tasting.
Oh yes, it has been quite chilly.
Hmm.
The sun has been a nice splash of warmth though.
It has. Is there anything else that you needed from me, my friend?
Well, if anything else comes up that is akin to moongrass, then do let me know. But for now, I must get to my afternoon duties.
Understood. Then I won't keep you any longer. Farewell.
Very well.
Good morning to you, Resner.
We have,
Good morning, what's your name again?
Lótëa.
While you're at
Forgive
your
me.
UN
Let's
base,
say
you
it
didn't
right.
happen to see
Doctor.
Mr. Finks at all, did you?
It's good to see you again.
I did, yes. Miss Lótëa? I hope you are well.
I am.
Yes, actually, I saw him this morning. Apparently, something happened and his clothes had to be burned. They were maybe contaminated? I'm not really sure.
Rashida.
Probably the same
Explain
thing.
well.
You know, two and two together.
Apparently-
Probably the same thing.
Oh, is this? Are you talking about the botulism?
Oh, is that
I
what
don't
they're
know what
calling
that
it?
means.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Musselfink said. That's what Maklo got. Some sort of disease.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I guess that was why. Yes, someone from the UN provided him some clothes.
I see.
I see. That makes sense.
Also,
Wait, is
I
he?
don't know
Does
what
that mean he's
specific
wearing
needs, but Mr.
this kind
Musselfink
of
said
stuff
to
now?
burn it.
yes, that's what Miko told me as well.
Something akin to it, yes. Something a bit more of our
Is he as well prepared for the winter?
No. Not last I saw him, he was wearing sandals and
Oh.
shorts.
Oh, dear.
And a lab coat. Which,
Sandals and
From my
shorts?
experience, lab coats are not.
Lótëa, they gave us a box
great
of
for the winter
cereal.
at all.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
no.
Mhm.
No, if anything,
Just have it in tavern.
classmates when I was younger.
Remind me, I need to try sometime. Also, Dr. Ashiro, before you go really quick, if you have time, I would like to sit down and talk with you.
I couldn't even hear you.
Space bitches, you know, they don't want to die like way early.
What?
Oh, I guess
Probably also not
If you have the time later, I would like to sit down and talk with you.
Sure. I was just going to
Gotten used to you all saying things.
speak.
Yeah, we were just gonna have like
perhaps
a
as soon as
little
I'm done,
private talk.
I'll come and perhaps find you here.
I'll be around the cafe or
How
at the
about
tea
this?
shop.
Do you have like?
I'll be around.
What are the small? Do you have like small?
Of course.
bottles,
Hmm.
perhaps, or
I'll come look for you there.
Okay, very well.
Yes,
Also, Amari,
Alright, yeah.
there is tea for you whenever you wish to come by and pick it up.
Cool.
Like how small?
Chamomile this time for you.
Find you and invite you to join in the discussion, and you can bring forth your proposal on how you'd be able to help.
Hi, lovely. I'll find a way, but yes, thank you for
Rashida,
I think it's time I go gambling for now.
how have you been today?
They
Yes, go enjoy losing
they
all
would
your
need
money.
help, regardless.
All right. I just delivered a care package up to the base.
Hmm.
I heard more people were sick, so.
Opening the office.
Oh, let's hopefully that they recover quickly.
This is my actual job now. Do you have
Maybe
that
I might-
glass back?
Maybe, perhaps I might give them some chamomile tea to help with their stomachs. Or peppermint, that might help too. Hello.
We've had a number of
I have
Monsieur
something. Oh,
Oh, Rashida.
Rashida,
Oh, right. Sorry. Holding.
I have something for you, technically.
Right.
I think she's got her hands full of something.
Oh,
Yes, they gave us one of those boxes of cereal.
Here, let me hold those for
are
you.
you trying to unlock the door, honey?
Yes.
Here, let me hold the boxes for you.
Oh.
Here.
Thank you.
The more I think about it, the more I see you walking around, the more I will like something.
Where would you like me to place them?
Just behind the bar here is fine.
Okay.
Stove can go.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll show you how it works, and I actually have a second gift for you.
Oh.
One of the people from the base would like you all to have this. It is a box of cereal. Apparently you all very much liked it, or someone in your group liked it, so please take this as a gift.
Oh.
Another box,
you.
perhaps.
Do we have two now?
There's two now.
That's good. We can
Fantastic.
keep one up
It's
in the cafe.
multiplying.
I do have to try that at some point.
Fantastic.
Thank you very
I've
much.
heard it is very interesting.
Yes. So, I will show you what this does. So, this is a butane lighter, portable stove. So, what you see is that there's this, there over here. There's that, this like can. You see that? So that has fuel in it. And it is special fuel that we only have back in Earth. But once you run out of this, it should take a while to run out. But once you run out, you come back to us and we'll get you some more. What this does is if I press this, push it in, stove turns on, and there's this little flame on the inside. That little piece on the top gets nice and warm. Don't worry, it's very controlled. This is specifically why I brought it here.
Hello, Miko.
So, just as easy as instead of turning off an entire, like throwing water on an entire fire, all you have to do is it's off. It's gone.
Fascinating.
The filament on top is still hot, but that will cool down relatively fast. So I'll show you guys all again. This is a portable butane stove. So this is a wonderful way to cook on a stove without having to set up like an entire fireplace, where you'd have to like clean up the ashes afterwards. It's a little bit harder to keep
Some
control
kind of fuel
So,
source,
There's
she
this
says.
there is a thing called butane gas. It's a little fuel source right here that we put in.
Good gravy.
And then I light it, and there's the small fire
You
in it.
wouldn't mind going off to your store right quick with me, would you?
Of course not.
Isn't that useful?
Would you excuse me really quick? Let me get past you.
Amazing.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Certainly curious.
Forgive me.
Sure. We your friend Sienna.
Good day, Dr. Yan.
Oh,
last week.
Lótëa.
Yes.
Do I know you?
Do you need something from me, or? Oh, just saying hi.
No, I'm just going to the
Ah, understood.
drink.
Forgive me, my friend.
You're perfectly fine, darling.
This morning has been an interesting morning, to say the least. Now, how can I help you, my dear?
Partially. Partially, it's because I've noticed that I've broken your avatar.
Uh-oh. In what way?
Your face keeps getting stuck for some reason.
Stuck how?
Yeah, like right now your eyes are lowered and your mouth is slightly open for me. And I don't know what I've done.
What the fuck?
If I blink, it will fix it.
Do you want me to just reset? Do you want me to reset the avatar? Gimme. Oh no, the flux took her. Uh-oh. Oh no. Not Kimmy too. Oh no. Yep, there she goes. Well, shit. Oh no. I didn't notice anything. But then again, she sees things better than I would, and I'm not looking at my camera. Poor Kimmy. Let me just do this. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see anything on my... I don't see anything on her face. Oh dear.
What?
Now the flux took you. At least you got back in. At least you were able to get back in. It wouldn't let me in the last time. I had to restart my entire computer.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
No, for me, it's my internet. It's the same issue with my internet.
Oh, sorry
but
to hear that.
I'm just saying that your expressions may be a little wonky right now.
I reset the avatar, so I wonder... Is it still doing it?
Did you use the blush at all?
Yeah, I did. But that was before I... That was
It might
before
be
I
the
fluxed.
blush.
Yeah, but I haven't used it since I came back into the instance.
Fair enough. I don't know why it did. I don't know why it's doing that. It wasn't doing it before.
I don't know either.
But I just kind of want... Part of me was wanting to let you know about that.
Yeah, I
And then
appreciate
I
it.
also had something to say as I saw it.
Okay. Alright. You wanted... Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, go.
So, I just got done speaking with Kane.
Oh?
And I found out a little bit more about what happened in autumn.
Uh-oh. Why do I feel like I'm not gonna like the answer? What happened? I'm sorry, dear. What's wrong?
It's fine. It wasn't nearly as peaceful as he had made it out to be the first time when he spoke to me.
It's worse,
It
isn't
was. No,
No.
not quite.
Hmm.
At least, not yet, at least.
Hmm.
To be straightforward with you, darling. The Peerage Council was run out of Autumn completely. They're in Prima.
Oh, no. Is she okay? Do you know?
Considering that I received a letter back from her, she's at least somewhere where she can receive letters as well as safe.
Well, that's good news at least.
But unfortunately, I understand what they were trying to achieve. They were trying to achieve a place where people like me weren't oppressed.
Hmm.
But I know that eventually that's going to just invite more destruction.
I know. I know. You will always have a place, though, in my house. And in my home.
I know. I also found out a little bit more about Kane. Almost too much.
Seems I have done the same. Except not for Kane, but for Miko. There is much more to her than anyone knows. And I believe I've only barely scratched the surface on that. There is much and more that she is afraid to tell me. She worries that if she was to tell me, that I would hate her for it. And though I have reassured her I would not, well, that fear is, well...
Mr. Kane was somewhat similar in his reaction after telling me. He kept making it clear of how his life was in my hands after what he told me.
Really?
And I told him that I had no interest in turning on him.
Well, we are not the ones to judge, my friend.
I know. I will also say this though. At least... he was on the side of the rebellion.
Oh, that's a surprise.
He didn't approve of the bloodshed. But... I don't know how to feel about it, honestly.
Sometimes we don't know. Do you hate him
I don't
for what
know
he
if
is?
I'm... No. That's one thing he asked me. I'm the last person to seek hatred of someone.
Then you have done much more than most people would. And there is nothing wrong with that. Think on it, but don't dwell on it too hard, my friend. Sometimes there are... well... things that can't be put into perspective so soon. Think and dwell on it. Weigh what he has told you. And when you believe you have the answer, then you know it's time to make the choice. You know, it's interesting sometimes to listen to people's feelings and understand what they're thinking. To hear their words, share in their feelings, to understand their thoughts. And yet, no matter how much we do so, we may never fully truly understand someone. And I feel that maybe that might be the case with Miko. She is someone, well, she said it herself, a woman who wears many masks. And no one really knows the true her.
Well, if anything, I think that you are one of the closest to her and could help her see that no matter what mask a person may wear, that doesn't make them any less of a person.
I know. And I think I've gotten closer. Probably closer than anyone else has ever dared to. She talked about a sister of hers. Or not a sister, a friend. She and her walk opposite paths. I have my suspicions, but it's best that I do not state them for fear of being wrong. But
it is best not to assume, darling.
Indeed. I will say, though, the one thing that surprised me the most, she is not what we think she is. She is of the long-lived. And yet...
Is she now?
Yes. Although I must wonder how exactly, but perhaps those are answers I will find in time.
Yes. Thank you for this brief talk, darling. It's
of course
helped calm me.
I'm glad. I got some supplies in today, yesterday, by the way.
Absolutely delightful, darling. Now,
I have...
why don't you do me a favor?
Yes.
Possibly, well, change all your avatar back into it and see if I fixed it.
Understood. Oh my gosh, you're much taller than me. How about now? Any better?
I think I fixed it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I fixed it. I think I know what I did wrong.
Thank you, dear. There we go.
Anyway.
As I was saying, I got some supplies in from Nixa. A couple blank books, some writing materials that I needed. So, when we are ready to meet him, I am ready for that.
I would hopefully like to do it sometime soon before it gets too cold.
Yes.
In his current state, he wouldn't know.
I know.
That it's getting too cold for him.
I know. But...
So I'd rather not risk him getting sick. Because I didn't realize just how cold he was actually. But neither here nor there. Right. That's right. I was wanting to go talk to Mr. Tur.
I have not seen him today, so... But if I do, if
you haven't, but I have.
Ah.
He had come into town with a hurt foot, apparently.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Ah.
I saw him get pulled out somewhere. I can't.
Ah.
Got carried off that way, I think.
One moment.
I myself will see about going then.
Interesting.
No, darling, I do not.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hello.
Do you have any mail?
I left it already up in the Harpy Tower for you.
Okay. I picked that up.
Someone told us to birth certificate, but regarding some of the...
Granted, I think they picked it up last week.
Okay to just grab on the lead?
Of course.
Hmm.
Feel free.
Hey, Rashida.
Hello, dear.
Hello. How are things up here?
Alright. Opened up a little bit ago. We have that stove now, so...
Oh?
It's surprisingly fast at heating things up.
Oh. That
Make some
thingy.
porridge with it.
Well, that's good to know. That'll be very handy. Especially with the winter months coming in.
Exactly. Welcome.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello? Sorry, I still don't have any money on me. I'm just around to chat with some people. Hope that's not too much.
Of course, go right ahead.
Sounds like we're getting a sort of situation together with the UN people, so...
Oh. Alright then. Thank you.
Of course. I was gonna say,
Did
do
you
you...
hear about that, or wasn't just Miko there?
What do you mean, was Miko there?
Oh, yes. Apparently, according to Dr. Anders, we need to... Well, I'm going to tell Sienna once she wakes up, but... They decided to... They want to sell some of their food here. In order to...
yes.
Make money that they can use. And in order to do that, they want one of their people to work with us. Here.
Is that why I saw her with Miko? I wonder. I just saw Miko go into her house with Dr. Yan.
Oh.
I wonder if that's
this is
related.
Dr. Anders' that told us about it.
Oh, maybe it's just something else then.
She and Sienna have a.
Hmm.
She and Sienna came to an agreement.
Yeah, Sienna told me about that
I
last
don't
week.
remember. What's her name? Margarita? Something like that. She seemed interested in working with us. Don't know who else.
Hmm.
But she said we could pick who of the UN works with us.
I see. That was weird.
What happened?
I don't know, I heard a sound. Wasn't sure where it came from. Hmm.
Learn English, right?
Oh, there's a harpy here.
Mm-hmm. I'm coming by to pick up the mail.
Oh. Ziomara, have you ever seen her?
Not recently, no.
Oh, okay.
If I do, I will let you know.
Still, after a week.
Not at the moment. Let me,
Okay.
see if anyone-
Hmm. Have any of you by chance seen Ziomara?
Yes, actually, she was down the road a bit.
Ah, the harpy inside is looking for her. If you could point the harpy in the right direction. Hold on, I will get them for you.
I can do that as long as it has the thingy on the thingy. Okay, go back.
Apparently they have seen her, if you come with me.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Hmm.
Ziomara.
He knows.
She was down the road towards the gate. Passed by her on the stairs.
Okay, Ziomara.
Thank you. Ooh.
Oh, hey, what do you know? Never seen one of those, I've seen one of them take off before.
Maybe he escaped.
Oh.
Hope so.
Anything interesting happening?
We're just
Not-
noticing
not
that
that
they're
we're
all
aware
still
of.
standing over there in front of the barracks.
Ah.
We went and gambled for a while, and they are still out there. So, it must be interesting, whatever it is.
I couldn't tell you.
Have you seen Ferris, perchance?
I have not. I've actually not seen him today at all.
Oh, he just came back not too long ago with his sister.
Oh.
Oh, it's the harpy.
Yes, they're apparently looking for Ziomara. And one of their people said that she was down by the gate.
Hmm.
Oh.
Hmm.
A joyous one.
Indeed, as their harpies are. Any luck in finding him, dear?
Chew on it.
Any luck in finding your friend, Mr. Tur?
Yeah, I have really
Yes, and I have given him the task of possibly acquiring me some designs. I also believe that I will try speaking with certain individuals, though I don't know necessarily who to pick out of it, considering that one of them actually came to me for such things, so I don't know if they actually have one that...
Well, wouldn't hurt to ask any of them, honestly. I couldn't tell you. I mean, maybe Xiomara might have some insight for you. The one with the red glasses.
Who? Ah.
She might be able to help. Maybe. You know, she dresses differently from like the other ones, so maybe she might have some insight for you.
Okay, I am reading. I am reading the letter right now.
Are you actively reading?
Yes, I am actively reading. All right.
As they say, active reading. Really digesting what's going on.
It seems that she's currently reading, Tom.
Evidently.
Yes. Hold on. Oh wait, hold on. I'm having people. I'm having people talk to me in my head at the moment.
Not exactly, but...
Oh dear.
We certainly live in interesting times.
We do indeed, my dear friend.
I'm going to try to stay real still. Hopefully I'll stop doing that.
Is it something that it needs? Is it urgent matters?
Just wanted to say thank you for taking care of Flower.
No problem. He's a friend. I also had to take care of Maklo too. They had the same problem.
They did.
I think Maklo was slightly worse.
Well, I'm going to go wander for a bit, my friend. I will see you around.
Oh no. It's a good thing that you work very fast. Thank you very much.
It's a good thing we already had the talk.
And she's gone again. Oh no.
Of course. This is very good. Thank you so much.
About deliveries.
Yes,
Is there anything that's too heavy for harpies to deliver?
We mostly do just mail, but very small packages we can take as well. As long as it's not big.
Okay.
I am small.
Yes, you can't give them too much weight, otherwise they won't be able to fly properly.
You can't work together as like a team to carry something heavier?
I mean, we don't do that for free. It takes a lot. It hurts when we do that. It takes a lot of that.
Oh, right, of course. Alright, I was just curious.
Well, I know there's like caravans and shit that can take things around.
Yeah, unfortunately, apparently there's only one last caravan that we get to take advantage of.
You might want to try talking to Nixa when she's coming back.
And which one is that again?
Hello,
I
Mari.
just thought about something.
Sorry?
Probably
Which one is Nixa again?
Nixa's the white lamia.
Next week?
Okay.
She works out of that store.
Oh, alright.
I believe that is her store. Welcome back, dear.
Oh, hi!
Welcome
I've
back.
been here the entire time.
Exactly. I don't know what
You might
I
have
don't...
dazed out and not seen me.
I'm blind.
Did you see the tiefling earlier, by the way?
Oh, there's Varus.
They were at
one-
the gate.
Right,
Last I
but he
saw.
just went up towards the cafe. You seen him though, right?
I've seen him, yes.
I saw him
He
earlier.
has this cute little like toy bear on his belt that maybe we could replicate and sell in our store.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Interesting.
We'll have to ask. Excuse me.
Of course.
Please don't tell me you're waiting for me the entire time.
No, we just got done gambling.
Would you have a drink
Okay,
with
good.
us if we said yes?
I'm gonna go and see if I can go speak to Dr. Ashiro.
Thank you, by the way.
Of course.
Here, got them developed.
Hmm.
Take a look. There you are.
The hunting. You going?
Yes. At least on one of them.
Eh?
No.
Pardon me.
How's it going?
Doing all right. There were two individuals who were looking for you. They were very curious about a little item they said that you carried around your belt.
Oh yeah? Who's looking for me?
Zila, the pink cat, and
And me.
Mana. Ah, you followed me. There we go.
How's it going?
Well then, I will leave you two.
You know where to find me as well. Ma'am.
From my limited knowledge of how photography works, it's simply made with a special kind of paper and a light.
I could not find the exact document, but I think I might know who did it, but I want to just look for it to ask somebody real quick that might know who it was. I don't think it's somebody that's still here.
What you see there?
So I'm not entirely certain, so I want to double check before I tell you. But I'm pretty sure they don't.
I made a couple copies. You can keep one if you want.
Something.
Miss Mare, are we ready for the excursion?
Not out of touch for the past week.
Not yet. Oh.
Glad to see that went so
Mm-hmm. I guess not.
It's no big deal. We can do a lot of stuff like that. I'm glad you like it.
Is it going to be today?
Yeah.
I don't
Lótëa.
Yes.
I'm sending a copy of that.
Are you happen to be close at the moment? Are you open?
I'm happy to open for you. What can I do for you?
If you don't, I have not eaten in a few days, and I have people to feed. Also, if you have any tea for exhaustion, please. I'm quite tired.
Well, the cafe above has peppermint tea, which should help you perk right up. Peppermint or black tea, take your pick. Either
Personally, I
would.
prefer peppermint, honestly. I prefer that as well where we're from.
I'll go
Either
for
would
the peppermint tea then.
I was told to.
I just restocked their stash for today, so there should still be quite a bit left over for you.
Thank you.
Of course.
I don't know where Vela just went if she already went up, but I'm paying for her as well. Our friend here.
Of course.
Please, by all means, dear, work on the guard captain first when it comes to food. I'll figure that situation out later on if it needs be.
Come on.
He needs it
That's
more
a
after
treat
what
of
happened.
Yeah, but we only got in that situation because of what happened to you. Please, my treat.
Fine, just food then. Oh,
Yes. For me, or mail? I haven't had time to write a letter.
Give me mail.
Give me end of the day. I will write a letter. I need to write a letter to my father anyway. But I've only been home as barely as is.
No, I do not, but I might in the future. Do you usually?
Look like you always never have mail. What the fuck?
Actually. Oh, they're already getting quite acquainted when it comes to our language as well. I might in the future. For now, no. But I do have some ideas.
Varys,
No mail.
I believe recall the previous week you wanted me to look at something of yours. Do you still want me to do so? I apologize I couldn't do so the previous week. I was not in a good mind space.
It's more or less if you have anything for pain. I actually had one of their doctors look at it, and he wants to try and do something, which... How interested are you in medical? Healing. At least learning their healing.
Depends. I am curious, of course, but... Well, I'm always willing
Here's
to
an
learn.
opportunity, and I've offered my body in that situation.
I am willing to learn. And I would be curious.
Of course, if it needs to be, for the sake of trust, you might have to talk with Koval about that, but if you're worried about anything should be happening to your guard captain, I'm pretty sure if Koval is okay with it, you can take someone you trust with yourself. I'm assuming with such a situation, your sister might perhaps be interested in making sure that you're fine. I can vouch for my friend, but then again, I'm also part of the UN, so it might be a little bit of a bias.
Understandable.
My
of
sister will
course.
make it your problem. Believe me, she will.
Oh, believe me, I am very well aware that there might be a couple arrows coming to my chest if that happens.
Well, let me know then if that's the case.
Big city, biggest city,
Yes, perhaps later. For the time being, it has been looked at.
Indeed.
Other than that, like I said, I'm starving, and yes, you wish to eat with us. Please, please. I don't wish to hold everyone up, but as with everything in my nature, everyone stops me.
No, freestanding. You should have seen. I'll bring you multiple pictures. I'll show you multiple points in time. It's pretty impressive. Just 100 years they go from this large kind of trash smallish building.
Excuse me.
Please.
Boom. Empire State. Right
No, it wasn't you. It was him because he's deliberately ignoring doctor's orders.
I do not have a
You're not a doctor
on
then.
Listen.
Excuse me.
Him said you're not a doctor.
No worries.
I know she doesn't really mean it when she says these things, believe me.
I didn't know it was gonna do that. He told me it would smell nice.
Did you put your nose in
I didn't expect her to spray it in her face.
Oh, well, so a lot of those in the metal cans, those have preservatives, and that's to keep it fresh for a long time.
Everything okay?
Can be stored and can be kept for much longer. Doesn't
Yeah,
spoil.
it hit me right in the face.
She
I
explain what notes.
Why a lot of our food tends to be.
Oh.
It's hard to explain music.
Misunderstanding.
Oh, thank you. Please set it over here. Please.
Yeah,
I can't quite
Of
grab
course,
it.
and I can get
There we
you.
go. I couldn't grab it from
okay.
there.
Please go take her to
I
a medic,
can
please.
get you both a
Sir.
drink as well.
Since you kind of did it.
We just washed her eyes out.
I don't need.
It was beautiful, Rashida.
Oh, wow, that was really pretty.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done.
Rashida. Thank you. It's been a while since I've done that one.
It was beautiful.
It's fucking unreal.
Thank you.
Last week before I left.
That's really the only thing I'm good at.
That's not true.
At least it's what I was trained to do.
We have another guest over here. Come on, come on. Like I said, I'm wanted by
Are
everyone.
you okay?
I think you surprised him pretty well.
Sorry. I didn't know how to explain otherwise.
I think you explained quite well, my friend.
This conversation is all for the sake of it.
Mind you, all I wanted to do was get to know you.
We're basically trained since we know how to think, sing like that. So
Usually taverns like this have one of us in big cities.
Yeah, I thought it would be a quick little thing. Definitely having a full
being from the other side of the portal, I know that feeling when it comes to family. Like, wait, with you. Here, this is my
Brother,
little one. She's waiting for me at home, basically. She's very lovely. Her name is Jenny. I don't know. Before you ask, the
Hello,
ears
Mary.
in that sense is more of an
Doctor.
accessoire in that sense, a little bit more of a solo crown for herself. She loves that.
Just call me Natalie.
And that's why I'm saying, like, that's why I also want to figure out the way to
Natalie, then.
work things out without her, because I have to say, I say this with all due respect, Bobby. People like you,
that's very kind of you.
she'd fall in love with people like me. Big wolfkin in that sense, and trust me, that little one would be always over, especially your tail.
You should probably sit down if you're not feeling well. Alright, I'll get you some porridge, okay?
How long, by the way? You mentioned that you take a while, but in education to get a doctorate, I think that's what you call it, right? A doctorate degree?
You can sit down.
Yes.
That table over
In
there.
total, it took me almost 10 years.
I do think you have quite the
And
best.
Or that.
Yes.
Like, is that including basic education?
No, that was after my basic
I
education.
wasn't talking about your tail.
It was my brother. He's gone.
There's that stove. It actually goes pretty fast for making porridge.
Still there, in his own way.
I do have to say, though.
That was beautiful, my friend.
Thanks, Lótëa.
It's not one I've heard in a while.
It's an older Carmina Destinata. One for celebrations. A bit more uplifting than a lot of the... Oh, it feels like everyone's been hearing or needing dirges lately.
Yeah. I think the last time I heard that song was back in autumn, about... maybe a little over 79 years ago.
Well, that would make sense. It is, I think, over 250?
I remember very faintly of a festival, and that was played there. It was beautiful. Hearing you sing that brings back some nice memories of that time.
I'm glad that's sort of what we're supposed to do, so... That means I haven't completely lost it.
You never have, my friend. You just... well, you just needed... the inspiration.
Requires a gentler touch.
And I'm glad you found that again.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm.
Thanks, Lótëa. Could you grab me a bowl?
Of course. Here you go.
Thank you.
Of course.
I don't think he means anything by it, Digger.
I just let that sit for a few minutes and it should cool down the last time.
Best warrior I know.
I'll get the door for you.
And then once it's
Are you
cold,
gonna
it's
go
okay.
hunting?
A person from
Is
this
a hunting party being formed?
Thanks, Lótëa.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Oh, okay, alright.
I don't want to mess with them.
Hello, got you both port.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I'm not in it.
Where do you want me to sit?
Let me get out of here. Now you will.
Sorry, right for bites.
Oh, is this open? Or is this
No,
supposed to be closed? I'm sorry
no,
if I'm
she was
intruding.
just. No, you're fine.
You're drinking too?
Tavern's not open just yet.
Do you run the tavern too?
I help out on occasion, but I am not the primary one who runs here. No.
Oh.
Why do you ask?
I was just curious.
Hmm.
It's useful to know who's who and who does what.
Fair. I primarily more help out at the cafe. And I also help, you know, supply the tea and stuff like that to them.
Oh, you run the tea shop.
I do.
remember.
Yes.
Actually, I did.
Mm.
I did want to ask.
Yes.
There's a person here called Laundry. He doesn't like tea. He says the tea where he comes from is terrible and soda's better. But soda was much worse than the tea I've had here, so I was wondering if we could get him some tea.
Alright.
Is this your paper right here?
Now that sounds like a fun little challenge.
Paper right here. Yes, it is.
Bring him to me, and I will happily make a cup of tea for him.
On like the language and stuff. So like I mean I'm conversational. I pick up languages pretty quick, but like reading is another story. I'm gonna kind of
Where should I find you? Should I go to your tea shop or?
Well, if I'm not around my if I'm not around my place, I'll be around here.
Okay, I'll go find him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course.
At the top. And then this side is like local news, so it says stabbing in.
I've been fine. Mostly just doing a lot of thinking and then deciding I'd rather not think about it.
Also, they
I probably understand that more than you think.
you did say
A lot of thinking over the past week.
the sickness you got. If it's still there, it might be bad to
One more thing, and I'm sorry to ask
give
for
food
it.
to other people right now.
If you have any more of those parfaits, if you can give 2 of them, hand them to Mana and Zilla, please. On my behalf. I owe them a lot at this point.
Oh, you owe them a lot. Okay.
Even from species to
Yes.
Ways
Slime
that people
poop.
dress in that sense. Some of them are quite less, would you say, less effective if you want to keep yourself warm in the winter, but more for the sense of just looking good or feeling comfortable.
It's due to like a location thing, because like you
You
have
get you one of those bags that are specifically made.
and
I don't know why you had water tea.
More in the sense of just reviewing and showing different types of styles.
Yes, and
that's because she's our house.
It's more.
I mean, I can try. I can try, but in the end of the day, a lot of things also need to go through my superiors, so by all means, dear, as lovely as you are, I cannot give
It
you
might taste different to you than it does to me, given. But there are different kinds. They taste differently. Some of them can be sweeter. Some are more bitter.
whereas those who do not may be more
Oh yeah, no, like we have.
Tastes like what?
Do you happen to know the name of the hooded gentleman?
No, I don't think any taste like meat. Generally, people. The stew is about the closest to the drinking
I
meat.
think he was the one who helped me.
Soup, I guess.
When the entire situation happened. Next to you, next
There
to
might be a kind
Trina,
that
he
tastes
was
like
one
meat,
of
but
the people
I
who
don't know of it
helped
yet.
me get to safety.
Lótëa might know best.
Funny enough, he's a hero, but I never
Hmm.
know his name. He's always been quiet about it.
That's Lótëa.
Yeah.
She makes tea. She sells it.
I was the one who found you and healed you up a while ago, yes. Glad to see you're up and about on your feet still.
Lótëa, do you know of any types of tea that taste like meat?
Well, we could tell he's a hero of sorts. He's gotten me
No. At least none that I know of, personally. I don't know why anyone would want that, per se.
I mean,
I guess not.
Apologies, but no. Who gave the bunny WD-40? I don't know. I don't know how Anor got it.
Certain kinds of plant leaves that you dry and you pour hot water over them, and it sort of seeps their essence into the water, and that becomes tea you drink.
Hmm.
It gives it different flavors. There are a bunch of different kinds. We saw ones that are jasmine. They have peppermint flavor. And I don't know how to explain black tea and chamomile.
Well, chamomile is very floral, like jasmine, but a very distinct different taste. Black tea is... That one's a little bit harder to describe. A bit of a stronger taste, but still pleasant.
If it's strong, you might prefer black tea. Maybe not exactly, but could have.
Right now, I know it is getting closer.
How would you describe strong flavor?
Bold flavor, perhaps, might be a better term. There's more of it.
It is less of the water and more of the tea.
Okay, I can afford this stuff too.
Other than that,
Stronger that way.
See, to do that, you would make that very bitter indeed, and it wouldn't be nice. But... well... then I will bring you a cup of black tea and see if it's to your liking.
Yeah, Mr. Turf. He said, he had a very peculiar punchline for his business deals. That's. I think it's better to let him deliver it.
No, I've been trying to get him to talk to me about business, but he always seems to be very slippery around, you know. I try to talk to him 1 second, and the next second he's gone. What if he's a bit nervous around the UN folks?
I don't know. If I recall, he calls the one Margarita his mummy.
Yes, I do believe so. Don't remind me about it. It's been a very awkward experience back at the base.
Well, this just sounds like an issue.
It
is an issue.
Seems that business is booming at the moment. Hopefully I'm not, what do you call it, interrupting anything important.
Over the years, more.
Oh no, I do not like the company conversation.
Ah, hello, Musselfinks.
That makes things hot.
Peppermint tea.
Of course, my friend.
You actually have money this time?
Yes, I do.
Too many people, too many people, too many people, too many people, too many people.
Yes, I know what I'm wearing is strange.
And yet you somehow look actually rather fetching in it.
Somehow it suits you.
It does.
Thank
you. You look quite well, Musselfinks.
Bother.
I have to wear it.
I don't know if that's exactly a compliment, but...
Look, if he looks fabulous in that, who am I to complain, right?
Not the bar I was expecting. I was expecting that one, but alright. This is weird. I need too many people. Sorry, catch you later.
By God, I've been hunting a lot. He's been trying to sell it for the past 5 minutes. He has failed so far.
Peppermint tea for you, my friend. Enjoy.
Oh, many thanks. Honestly, if I had the money, I would buy it.
That's the first word that came to my mind. I don't know what it is.
Oh, I see.
And here you go. Black tea. A little bit stronger than I normally make it, but let's see if it's to your liking.
Oh, just any trade.
I've been thinking about it as well. I had a conversation with Raz when it comes to fishing.
A favor. Take a nice seat.
What I've seen. Do you usually fish when you fish? Do you just usually just spear fish or try to catch it by hand, or how does it work for you guys?
Oh, my feet hurt. Walking in sandals is not a good idea.
You're going to knock your tea over, Mussel. Thanks with your staff if you're not careful.
Generally speaking, I wouldn't. I generally wouldn't suggest going for long hikes in sandals.
If you could bring it
over. I have no shoes.
I am going to go and see if I can find Miko.
I guess more parts of our culture, this is the man for the job.
Guess she's still in there. Oh well.
Is that doctor with you?
No, but we did talk to Mr. Musselfix. That's just as good. He's going to be tasking us with something that we can maybe earn some money for that or wherever.
Were you able to find him?
These two. Once
Not
you
yet. I might go to the UN base and see.
You haven't seen the captain, have you?
Yes, I
Captain Varus?
friend by the name of
Yeah, he's in the cafe right now.
knows quite a bit about this. I could do that throughout the week.
Oh, thank you.
See if she has any extra.
Thank you, dear. I have another engagement. Have a
I'm not gonna be mad at you. Whatever, it's fine.
But no, I caught that giant catfish because I saw something stumbling in a giant.
I would really recommend going to Access time and telling her about that, and I'll be willing to pay whatever fee you need for anything.
I will then stock up for the winter considering this. 'Cause if I run out of certain herbs, good luck with regular treatments.
Exactly.
I mean, I'll still do them, but you know, I can't really fix an illness without anything. Good. Good.
They potentially might get over a course over multiple years, even some hearing.
I hope
Get the stock up as well then.
I hope the herbs I provided you were satisfactory to what you were looking for.
Very. I have plenty of them now.
I'm glad.
Be able to do well.
Yes,
Transport a lot of these things. I think I make the calculations, and I don't want to make
Too much of the food that we have back at the camp.
I think that carriage could probably carry like
boxes
50.
and cans, so lots of.
Oh, is that how you package your
For as
food?
long as possible.
Fresh food.
It's well, it's how we package it so that it can be stored for long periods of time without spoiling.
Vehicles are pretty stable.
Between that and the preservatives that we put into our food more often. But it has an effect on the taste. In my opinion, this is probably some of the freshest food I've had in years. Probably most of my life. Yeah. Really?
Speaking of how you package things,
That sounds depressing.
Sometimes it's difficult to find fresh food. If you want the freshest food, you have to go straight to farmers, different markets. Given my work, I don't often have much time to do.
And also by the course of it, it seemed to be
more of a
that
I'm hoping to eventually rebuild the market. The market around here, you would have had a way wider selection of things like ingredients and whatnot to have. But,
we do need to get that back up and running.
Yeah.
We do need to get that back up and running.
You had some kind of
Get what up and running
say about packaging?
Yes. We happened to, I believe it was last week, stumble into the building down there. I noticed one of your packages was of tea in there, and it caught my interest.
Yes.
And
A lot of people enjoy different teas.
It helps get rid of the sweetness.
well, you did say that, you know, how you package things, it wasn't necessarily better than having it fresh, correct?
Okay.
In most cases,
We'll see what we can make.
If you can get something made freshly, it's going to taste better than if it's got a bunch of preservatives and other things added to it. It's fresh for longer and then put into the package. I don't like that. It's out on a shelf for long periods of time.
Well, if you're interested and if you aren't busy right now, may I treat you to a cup of tea in my place?
Certainly, although we did need to speak with,
I'd say if you do find the bottle, please return it to me. I'd be gladly to have that around still.
Yeah, I need to.
If I see it,
Thank you so much.
Okay, I thought you disappeared for a
Thank you so
second.
much,
I'm
dear.
gonna leave that up to you.
He wants to pull me aside and ask
We
me
may
questions on that.
Understandable.
Even if it has to wait.
Drivers, apparently.
I can wait.
happen to know the description of this.
Oh yeah, it's the bottle itself. You mean?
No, like she's holding up
Actual. Yeah, it's
Very busy
it's
woman.
About this tall.
You seem to definitely be
It's got a
so.
small red cap. It has the entire bottle is
no,
blue with
Miss
yellow
Amari.
lettering that says the
Ah,
letters W.
she is too, to be fair.
40.
Stop.
And what do these letters look like?
No, she.
They were pretty bold. I don't really have. Yeah, they were very like basically yeah. W. D dash 40. Why do you ask?
I'll have to go downstairs. That's for sure. What are you looking for?
Like I said, not my thing. I'm gonna go for my
Well,
walking run before this gets messy.
Is something wrong?
You have Riz.
I don't think so, Hayner. Is there something wrong?
No. Oh, I did want to ask. Do festivals happen here?
A lot of people call her mommy.
There are some festivals, yes. The mayor had a plan for some.
Oh, you want the spice
I don't remember what all of them was.
Okay, I'll go get it.
But I know at one point I think they wanted to try and do the Dahana festival. I know that one. I just don't know what time it is.
Oh. Yes, we can keep her.
What festival would that be?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is the Festival of Paints, is it not?
Paints and colors, yes.
Interesting.
Oh, I thought that was outlawed.
What did we just say?
I see no harm in it. And also, it's not like I didn't enjoy it before. I've experienced Dahana before. With my father. A few years back in
I'm
City
going
View.
That's rather interesting. Where I
What
grew up,
festival?
you
What are we talking
were
about?
disappeared if you celebrated it. So this is kind of interesting.
The Dahana Festival, it's technically a beastkin festival. Mostly rabbitkin, I think, but I know a lot of beastkin have taken it.
Is there?
It's
if I might
mostly
ask,
of colors and arts.
why was it outlawed?
When does this usually happen?
Again, I'm
Is
not
it
The
really
Empire
understanding.
does not hold
It has
fond
a lot of
views.
association with
Around the...
Humanists.
Actually, around the winter time is usually when it comes in.
Ember doesn't like them very much. In fact, so much that
I remember.
he
I'll have to...
It's a shame, honestly. It sounds kind of entertaining to me. Like, what do you specifically do? Just colors in that sense? Like, do you paint? Like, how does that work in that sense?
If I remember,
I'm not too familiar with it. I never got to celebrate it.
if I remember correctly, it's like a celebration of life.
What they were doing, though,
The colors of life, the world. But it has been some time since I've gotten to participate in one. So my memory may not be the best.
So
Children, I can understand.
by rabbit folk traditions, the reason for doing it is to make everybody look the same. We remove our labels.
Hmm.
We can all come together as a single person.
It's pretty interesting, honestly. That sounds. I wouldn't be against celebrating it. It's a shame that the entire. I'm still confused about the whole outlaw part, though.
To be honest,
That just sounds.
it is
sounds
before my
strange.
time, so it's not much I understood. Like I said, I've experienced
So
it.
far, so good.
You are very much
Years
not
back.
allowed to say that.
Getting better.
I saw no harm in it.
Harry?
Other than the disaster that followed.
What was
it wasn't
that?
tied to the festival. It was something else, it seems. Problems of the times.
Okay, you know what? I don't want to know.
And the
Well, I
mayor
mean-
wants to do this.
Yeah, for the most part.
They brought it
I
up.
hope.
Festivals for the town bring it more life than just the
Sorry, I was
dreary
listening to
days.
them say daddy. I wasn't
Indeed.
paying attention
Oh.
to the conversation.
Personal opinion. I mean, I'm
Yes,
like, I
that
can't really
was
speak for the entire UN, but personally,
interesting to say the
I'm not
least.
against it. I think that sounds fun as hell.
Oh yes, they're gone now.
To be completely straightforward with
Yes.
what it was about for the rabbit kin, I found
Harry
quite
being
a
Harry.
lot
That's all I can think of that.
considering how many of us are from
Well, I
great
hope you're
cultures
feeling
and
better.
belong, and
You were
many
under
of
the
us
weather, right?
do not appreciate the
Yes.
levels that
Yes. So sort of isolated
Yeah.
I understand that.
Sick just in case.
Believe me, if
Trust
I'm
has
so
been
open to say
any
that
opposition for it.
we have such labels in such
my
situations
fire
like
meat?
over and outside the pool as well. So
No, no, actually.
I do understand that.
Bear meat.
And I do think that's why it's.
I'm glad you didn't.
I think it's important that we should celebrate
No,
it.
I don't eat any. No,
I'm not against it.
heard.
It's very grisly and tough, as most predator meats are.
Well, apparently this one was tainted.
I'm known as a snow elf.
Yeah.
To the people who I was formerly a part of, they refer to us as cursed elves.
Hopefully, those who ate it and have gotten sick,
Cursed.
they get better soon.
Mind if I?
They,
If it's not
well,
too
they're up and
personal,
walking
just
around.
the
They seem
context behind
alright.
the
Well,
curse.
Maclo seems to be still struggling a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Aw.
if the worst of their illness is already passed, then usually it's dealing with the fatigue afterwards.
Upon that is when they consider it.
I know when I've gotten sick in the past.
Certainly was.
I was wondering where you got off to, my friend.
We will not live.
I got caught up in the very same reason why a week ago you were having such difficulty finding me.
Ah, deep conversations.
And that reason is named Dr. Yap.
Ah, I see. I did see you walk off with them earlier, and I was curious. But I hope you had a good and pleasant talk.
Also, you get,
It was certainly interesting, I will give them that.
Hmm.
rude, but also,
In fact, I would love to. I would love to regale you with it later if you have time.
Of course. Although at some point I am going to treat Dr. Natalie to tea. She apparently has not, She was talking about how in their world they store things in containers and different manners and stuff like that to keep food longer. And I guess they do the same thing for tea, but she's never actually had full fresh tea. Not like the way we have it here. So,
well, you would certainly be giving them a good first experience in that regard.
You honor me, my friend. Well, if you would like, I'm happy to go and sit and talk.
Pleasure.
Sure.
You or Sienna, and I know Sienna's asleep.
Natalie, if you wish to find me, I will be down at my shop.
Of course, I'll come and find you.
Okay, so
Okay.
sometime whenever you're
See you
free,
then.
Oh, I'm opening a
tailor shop
issue that
fabric supply. I figured it might research.
I mean, you know.
Could you acquisition me a tie?
Hello, Resonair.
Hello, you two.
Of course. Well, you know what?
So then, my friend, what interesting things have you learned from our visitors of the other world?
Well, I can certainly tell that that in particular individual is one who is very interested in natures of legend around these parts, as well as the... well,
Really?
their mindset is one that I find very different.
In what way?
I told them about a particular legend. In a way, just because they seemed like the type who would appreciate it, but I figured it would probably be one that would scare them, lessen their image of how ideal this place could potentially be.
Mm-hmm.
And their response was not what I expected.
Oh. What was the response?
Before I go into that...
Oh,
well,
continue.
First off, it would help if you knew the legend in question.
Hmm.
I was telling them the legend of the Black Lotus.
Ah.
Do you know of it?
Bits and pieces. I remember it's related to the Kitsune in some way.
It is. At least telling a story of how the story of Torius, well, depending on who you would ask, terror of the Empire, and terror to their own kind.
How interesting.
I told this story to them, and their response was not one of being afraid. In fact, no. One, they believe that the legend is real and that they are somewhere out there, and they said that they would love to meet them.
How curious. I must admit...
I tried directing them towards...
continue,
I tried directing them towards Vixen to ask them about it because I figured, why not just take my word about it, hear the story from someone else's perspective. And, well, Vixen is the only open kitsune out here.
It's true.
They're not the only one.
No.
I know there's at least one other, but, well... I guess I must be mistaken. They are some elven catkin, apparently. They're most certainly not. There's no such thing.
Believe me. Well, there are elven catkin, let's be real. But there is not one that, as far as I'm aware, here. And no, I know who you're talking about.
If that's the story I want to go with, that's the story I will respect.
That
I will
is
still giggle
her
at
choice.
it either way.
Indeed, it is her choice.
Regardless, when Dr. Yang asked them about it, they got the response that was, well, they believed that, well, one, they didn't want to talk about it. They were afraid that it would put them in danger doing so. Which I can understand a bit why, but they were thinking not just to themselves, but to Dr. Yang, that if they go too far down that path, they may find what they seek and that they would regret it. Dr. Yang disagrees with this notion, but apparently, in exchange for knowledge of at least anything about history or evidence of the true nature of magic, that they would be willing to tell that story to them.
Interesting.
I, of course, did not mention any names, but I know of a few people here in this town that hold knowledge, or can grasp it, in some people's cases. But that is up to them if they would want to decide to entertain such a thing, but they are of the mindset that seems to want to know if there is indeed truth to the idea of decline. Well, magic in general, but especially that of the greater magics.
Yes.
I, for one, would love to find proof of that myself. that is in part why I am doing what I am doing.
It's interesting you bring that up, because Vixen herself, the previous week, mentioned something along the lines of she was looking into that as well. Her curiosity.
Yes, that is probably why they made that a condition to telling the story to them. Well,
hello.
In my case, this is what I think on regards to a way to prove. The biggest way to prove that the magic is declining is to find a way to prove that their idea. Let's say you want to prove that the magic of the oracles is fading. You can say it all you want, but there will be many who would starkly disagree.
Of course.
But what if you were able to put an oracle in a position where they tried to discern fate and failed? Something changed that they couldn't expect. In order to do that, you would need an oracle. Which is why I put my name on that petition. I'd love to try to see if it were possible to catch them in a position where they are not as able to see as they claim.
That would be one way to do so. Whether or not...
Because the truth of the matter is, it has indeed been fading to those who know how to listen.
Like you, perhaps.
But they will do anything in their power to ensure that that truth never gets out to anybody, because that would crumble the right to dominion that the Empire has. It would make all those who are beholden to fate, to the point that they can't act on their own, realize that they are the only ones in control of their own destiny. Because if the idea of fate shatters.
You speak as if you are very intimately familiar with this.
I've had friends. However, I shouldn't say friends. That word is very particular to me.
Acquaintances, perhaps?
I have known people. People that see themselves as being able to do good with it. But their heart is far more pure and careful than they were an acolyte last I met them. They probably still are. And as I told them, at least if it even makes it to them, they will never be any oracle. Because an oracle is not what... The oracles do not deserve someone like them. But in knowing them, become very familiar with, well, their kind.
If I may, was this the friend you spoke of earlier, of this morning? The one who was your opposite?
In
Perhaps.
many ways, yes. But, like I said, that is my reason for wanting them to come. One, but most of all, to try to see if there is in fact a way to find proof of the theories that I've held for a while. To see if there is such a way to surprise one who is supposed to be able to see all.
And yet here I am, nervous about them potentially coming.
believe me. You have no reason to be nervous. You have friends.
I know. But even still, this is still worrying enough. Like the snow elves, people like me are hated.
And still, you have friends. There is no reason that you would be, my dear friend.
I am glad.
If anything, so would need to be those who would seek to hurt you. They would not know wrath would invoked upon them by the people around you. They would not know what sort of beast they would be attacking in the process.
Then I should count myself fortunate to have people like that around me.
I can certainly say that you're very safe in that regard. And at the very least, no one is saying that you need to broadcast your magic.
No.
To them if they were there. And if I were to guess, oracles are very blind in one particular matter, and that they would refuse to acknowledge they are feeling any magic but that of what they are familiar with.
Perhaps.
They probably do not even know what non-oracle magic feels like. And even if they did, they would hardly be able to appreciate its gifts.
Nonetheless, it still worries me.
In your case, earlier today you spoke about a fear of something that you had done past. Does this have something to do with it, why you feel like you would be afraid? Or is it because that you have the ability to hold such capabilities in your palm?
Both. To know that I have this gift. To know that I can do so much with it. And yet, for everything that I can do, there are those who would just simply hate me for it.
I suppose that makes sense. I can change the subject briefly if you would like, back to the original one that I was bringing up to you.
You, if anyone, should have the right to know.
If you're ready.
When I was younger, much younger, it was when it first appeared, completely out of nowhere, on a whim. The people I was near and playing with scattered and fled, afraid of what I had.
They are fools indeed.
Later, we were visited by a group of individuals. Let us just say that there are things better left unsaid of what they said. It was one of the reasons why we left Autumn. Why we left.
I see.
And built then in Erin. A place for people like me. Don't have to be afraid. Where we can live and share our gifts.
I see. And now you find yourself here.
And now I find myself here.
Well, I go back a bit to what I said before. First, thank you for trusting me to such a thing. But, as part of that conversation, I asked a question out of curiosity to Miss Yang. And asked them what they thought about me from the way that we had conversed thus far, as we have shared quite a long few conversations now.
And what did they say?
One of them actually struck me a bit... well, a number of things, but one of them struck me a bit differently. Or rather, out of curiosity, and I suppose I'm curious to hear your own thoughts on that. Of course, you have a slight advantage.
Oh?
They are of the mind that I am someone who is experienced through age. They believe that I am potentially someone who is not human. And they narrowed it down to where they had a couple ideas in mind. If that were true, what would that mean to you? Because that would mean that I am wearing a mask.
Regardless of what mask you wear, Miko, nothing changes as to how I feel for you. How much I cherish your friendship, your company, you. That doesn't change anything. Now, whether or not... well, I should say, you have already said and confirmed with me that you are one of the long-lived, like me. That can mean a few things. I have a guess or two. Whether or not you wish for me to make said guess is up to you. But it won't change anything.
I'd like to hear it.
Well, you are not necessarily an elf. You're not of the elfkin. You do not have the ears like I do. So that rules that out. Unless you have found a way to very much hide them from my sight, which theoretically possible, but I do not believe you are of the elfkin. Which leaves my other idea. One that makes sense with knowing what I've known about what I got to know about you and what I have learned from you through what you've told me. You are a kitsune. Or at least, perhaps. But that would be my guess.
Well,
there are not many others that can boast a long life.
You and her definitely have a similar mindset then. That is what they said too. I didn't confirm or deny anything in that moment.
Nor would I expect you to.
Yeah, thumbs up. I guess it's...
To you.
Hmm.
That could mean a lot of things. That could change a lot of things for you. If that were the case, would you feel happy, sad, safe?
I would feel like I know the real you, and that I am still happy to be around you. Regardless of whatever, if it is true, regardless of what form you take, what mask you wear, I still know you. I know the person behind the mask. I know who they are. And no matter what persona they may put on, nothing changes that.
You certainly are a unique person, aren't you?
So are you.
More than you realize.
I realize something seeing you right now. Whether you are choosing to share it or not, I still see you. But know this, Miko.
We have like whole rooms made out of it, and like wagons on like metal wheels made out of pure metal that are thicker than these doors.
Should you choose to share this secret with me, I will keep it, and I will hold tight to it for as long as I live. It is your choice.
That is a very heavy thing you say there.
I'm gonna pretend like look like an attempt to break in.
Well,
I don't even think you needed to jump to try and stop that.
Shall we?
Oh, no?
Would you like to go up?
Let us step outside. But when it becomes dark, you know where I lives.
I do.
I'd like your company, Peter.
Of
I'd like
course.
to certainly talk.
Lótëa,
And I will be
darling,
there
are
for
in
you.
there?
One moment.
Love her, she's so great.
I will not hold you
So
up.
accommodating.
Fireside is a very pleasant person.
Very pretty person too. Look at that. Gorgeous eyes.
The dress and
Yeah.
I will be there.
Yeah, with the combination of both.
we got one of the doctors
Oh,
here.
very much.
Then I will be waiting.
Ah, shit! No.
Hmm.
Not that I'm
Hello,
aware of.
Iceheart.
What's up? You okay?
The large chunk of
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Kinda needs looking at. So
You have a crowd wanting tea.
I do,
This
do I?
person has blood coming out of their shoulder. Someone should probably get on that.
That's fine. Okay, look, the rock's still in there.
Does anybody have any medical? That man's bleeding.
Oh shit.
Darwin, what exactly fucking happened?
It was a bit of a rock slide, you know. I'd been through the bar to get crushed, and I might have got a chunk of rock stuck in my shoulder. It's fine, don't worry.
Right,
Everyone else is
okay.
fine.
Yeah,
I'm just everyone else is fine.
For my tea time.
Hey, yeah. Aside that, I'm not a fan.
Well,
he says it is fine, so I don't think
I'll figure out a way.
Men are like that. They say one thing and mean another.
Ah, my dear friend, how are you?
Would you like some tea?
I don't know. Drinking my evening tea. That's what I am.
Understood. That being said, I do have a prior arrangement later in the evening.
Oh, really?
Yes, someone wishes to talk with me. So, I will happily share tea with you until then. Good evening, Vixen.
Hello, everybody. Here for my tea talk.
Well, we won't be unfortunately have a long one. I do have a prior arrangement later tonight.
Darn it! Worst timeline.
Okay, alright.
What about my scout friend? Who's alcheming? Scout friend, come on.
Zariu, come in.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. We're having tea and it's pleasant. Come enjoy the pleasant tea with us.
Good to see you again, darling.
Hello, Miss Iceheart. It's good to see you too.
I will say I do not have long to stay, because I do have a prior arrangement, but I will happily...
Sip fast.
Yeah.
Sip fastly but daintily.
Yes,
I will
and
happily
apparently our
share tea with
company
you.
is not as important as someone else's.
That being said, I will not chase you out. I will not chase you out when I need to leave, so you may stay and enjoy your company.
No, Wineheart's right. Iceheart is right. I was thinking about wine.
Okay,
So found out there was a winery.
Are you two still coming in?
I didn't know that there was a winery here. Why did no one know me? What the heck is going on around here?
They do make a wine for the tavern.
Did not
I wanted to get tea with you.
I do believe it is the
Daytime stuff.
salami.
Tell you what,
the one with
If you go and put it
wild
into
beef.
tea, you should go do it.
Oh.
I can stay with Harry.
I see them a lot.
Fair enough.
They're usually in the cafe, and then I know right now they're in the tavern.
Any particular kind you would
I
like?
actually went there first. Try and
I always
find
want
what
my
it is, but
special
she
tea
seemed to be,
surprise.
Ah. Zariu,
What
for
is
you?
the regional?
Well, I have 4 types. I have jasmine, black tea, peppermint, and chamomile. Whichever ones you would like.
Chamomile.
Understood. Iceheart, dear, anything specific for you?
You can't fool
What?
these.
Iceheart.
Chamomile, please.
Yes, dear.
What are you hearing?
Close this door immediately. I don't want to hear the degeneracy into our tea.
Hi, I'm
might
half
soil
the
the
tea.
taste.
Well, it's going to be a full
Here we
night, I see.
Hi. Come on in. We're having a tea party. Come on.
Okay.
Resner, you're
You
gonna...
have opened the tea house.
I did indeed open a tea house.
Is this not a tea house?
It is indeed a tea house. This is a tea house. This is the Star's Breath tea house.
Oh, no, some more coming.
Come here. Sit down next to Ayasad. She's very nice.
Well, I only have enough for 7.
I don't know if there's quite room.
I think we're getting a lot more.
It's Vixen.
I think we are, yes. I guess you're right. Oh, is that, miss? Say again.
It's Vixen. That being said, I do only have enough cups for 7 people.
Darling, allow me to stand.
I'll share. It's okay. Me and him can share.
Lótëa will be heading out here.
I do
soon
have to
anyway.
head out,
It's
so.
like an indirect kiss.
Look, you're fine. You're fine.
If you're fine with an old
You can
man
sit
like
there.
me.
I'm
If you
fine.
don't want to, you can sit there. What about tea laundry?
Whatever dices do you know?
Come have
Would
a
you
tea.
like
We're
assistance
doing
there,
tea.
Lótëa?
We love tea here. Sit your ass down.
I would inquire some help
Right there have adopted the small rabbitkin on his
bringing the
shoulder.
cups to people.
I'm gonna tell you a secret.
Give me a minute.
She jumps on people and she adopts them.
It's been a hot minute though. It's been a while.
What people say?
Does anybody else want some tea? You guys seem a little tealess right now.
Ooh.
We need to spill the tea.
Yeah, we're
Come on.
tealess. We'll drink some tea.
It's a horrible song that's an
Yeah.
earworm.
Can we take that bench? Is that kosher?
I'm split.
Yes, you can sit over there if you wish.
Oh, we're
This bench,
You
guys.
can once,
look,
and then it just
see?
kind of
Open up
sticks
that
in your
ass.
head.
Get
Right,
constantly.
do you want me to sit you on the bench, or do you want me to sit
Just to
down
prove a
with
point.
you on my shoulder?
Sure. Once I help Lótëa with handing out
Yeah,
the
you can come on over here. You come
Yeah,
on.
you know what? Okay, right. Right, see?
There we go.
See? How are you doing
All
here,
the
darling?
fluffy people are on this side.
They're cursed.
I'm good. They keep mentioning it.
Having fun
Is it
being
gonna spread
alcohol?
some of the tea?
Alcohol with your tea.
As long as you don't actually hear the tea.
We came here for the tea. What?
There are more cups than there appear to be,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Absolutely.
imagination time.
What's the piping hot?
These guys taught me something. These guys taught me
Some
something.
people-
They taught me.
How likely to get to sing it?
Oh, that sounds nice. There shall be
Harry.
no sheeshes at the table, young lady. Leave your sheesh at the door.
Think about other things and not bring it up.
I have questions.
You as well.
Vixen, my dear.
I knew you were gonna do it.
Vixen, dear.
Thank you so much.
What was that?
Which
Zeri.
was a
What
nice
this
tea
is
session.
supposed to mean.
I told you to leave it at the door.
Oh.
Here,
What's
Rose.
your space?
Yes, you have to share that.
Oh, you scoot over.
I mean, I could.
It was very
I
nice
start, my dear.
of these two to
Don't make
open
me
up their
shove you
doors to
away.
us so
You don't
nicely.
want-
Thank you
you
so
don't
much.
want
lappies from Mommy Riley Bauer.
It was very
can
nice.
share a seat, I'm
If it
sorry.
wouldn't have been for the lovely lady on your shoulders, I would drop kick you right now. You know that.
Now with your stitches in it.
All right, everybody.
We must all
In order
make
to share the
sacrifices, Riley. We
tea,
must all make
let's all put
sacrifices.
one thing that we've learned today in the
In
middle.
that case, do the honors and
He's
Christmas.
been waiting to sit down. He's not sitting. He's not
For
sitting
you.
down of his own volition.
I have been told that you don't necessarily prefer your homeworld's tea,
All right, everybody. I will start.
but I hope you
Today,
do enjoy
I learned
this.
that there is a farm
It is fresh
nearby
jasmine
that was
tea,
destroyed,
and I hope
and
you
that
enjoy
people
it.
are interested in rebuilding it up again. That's what I learned today. Who wants to be next?
I can go next.
You're next. Go ahead.
I learned that WD-40 does not taste very nice.
Good information. Good information.
Oh, is that what that was?
Are you
What is
learning
it?
I know.
I learned I have to be careful what I say around this one.
No.
Are you lying?
I'll take that one. Do I look like I'm
Hey, you're not
lying?
allowed to sip until you've shared the tea. Come on now.
I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, I'm flat braining. I'm flat braining.
What is this share?
It's very different from what I'm used to.
They always say that
You like
when
it?
people drink my teas, they always seem much more refreshed after drinking it.
Oh yes,
Yes,
that's
what
It's
right.
always very
Just
interesting to
today-
hear,
today
but
I
Share the
learned
truth.
that
I do hope you
apparently,
enjoy.
Apparently, eating diabetes is poisonous.
Yeah, this is.
All right. Good information. Good to know. Have a sip. Good to know.
That's
We've
good
all
to
learned
know.
now.
Okay.
I would like
Interesting.
Well,
All right, you're
I
next.
guess before.
What do you have to say?
I learned that
Right.
and was given a gift.
Hmm.
He's gonna put.
Should you wish for more,
The jack.
the Cafe of the Crystal Heart always has
This
my
other
my
world
stock.
has many
So
gifts that they
be just
can
as fresh, and you can
share
try the
with
other
us.
variants I grow.
You look dashing. A very good thing of that. Take a
So,
sip.
you grow this yourself?
I do.
All right. Who's next?
All of my tea is grown.
Did you want I
mean, I can
You
go.
young
Some
lady.
people have Riz. Women who have Riz are mommies, and men who have Riz are daddies.
This is you. And you. I know it's you two. I know it is.
I am
telling her that?
confused.
Take a sip, young lady. You deserve it, I think.
I mean, it's
I don't
mostly
understand.
I don't either, and I'm not sure if I want to understand.
It's gonna put you in a headlock, and she's gonna give you a noogie. What the hell are you doing? Stop that.
No.
Hold on, is that... Okay,
Can't just tell them at that young
small
age.
cat person, like that small...
Excuse me for a minute.
Character.
No, that's
That's Margarita.
That's quite
That's
nice,
a
that's
different.
quite-
That's a different
It
tea
does
still.
smell very nice.
Alright, another one, another one.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry for the wait. Well, you're quite excited, aren't you, Mayor?
Unfortunately, I might actually have a former
You're
plan
quite
that came up.
I
Just
am,
very
I am.
unfortunate, but should you wish to join them for some tea, you're more than welcome to. There's plenty to go
Oh,
around.
yes, I do want to learn so much more about all the other.
But
stand you up on that.
I would still much prefer to. Well,
Yes, and she was.
yes. Well,
I should let him forget a bed.
yes, you will need to get your canister, or your jar of tea, I should say. But for you, Natalie, as much as I would love to sit down in private sometime, maybe hopefully next week or something, I'm not sure, because I do unfortunately don't have the time. I have a prior engagement that
Of course.
I have to, that I brought on to me in last minute.
No, I understand. I'm sorry for taking so long.
No.
Feeling some rather urgent matters, unfortunately. So.
There is nothing wrong.
But thank you. I'll
Hmm.
really try to send a few letters.
Well,
this week.
I mean,
if we get the time, yes, I would like to sit down with you.
Just seem very excited.
Yeah.
Let me get that for you. One moment. Where did
be allowed to do.
I? Ah, yes.
Well,
Yeah,
for
Uncle
starters,
Andre.
be very careful what I say around her, because some stuff gets taken too literally.
What?
But what
She
have you learned
gives
from
me
this
reasons to
town?
come.
There you go, my friend.
Thank you.
Jar of chamomile for you.
Yeah.
We'll take some time to process it.
Do you want payment?
I never require payment, my friend. Just smile and enjoy for me. That is all I require.
Shoulder.
Would you like to share one?
I'm gonna use this to go to sleep tonight.
No, not that. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not about that.
Something on me?
Lótëa?
Like a bug?
No. No.
Is something on you?
Well, then make something.
Somebody? What?
Huh?
I'm not cryptic.
You're ugly.
Now I don't believe it.
Oh, I see what's happening. Oh, no.
Would you like any tea to take with you,
No.
Natalie?
No. Lótëa
You
does
know,
this to
actually,
everybody.
that would be
I
great,
can give you the
actually.
leaves if you have a way to brew them yourself.
Everybody, round
Now
of
I'm
applause.
lost.
We live entrepreneurs here. We love small businesses. We do support. We do support.
You know, actually, I don't think I do.
It's lovely to hear.
And even if I
I guess we all
actually have no idea. I don't really drink a lot of tea.
I appreciate
I usually drink coffee.
Understandable.
No.
Well,
I thought that's what you were talking about.
if you wish, as I said,
No, that's just
I
how
can
she
pour
says
you a
it.
cup and you can enjoy something there, or when we have time, we
If you
can,
wouldn't mind.
yeah, we can share it together.
Yeah, I'll make plans to return as soon as I can.
Would have loved that.
Miko.
Hello, Miko. I will be with you shortly.
What did you learn today?
Look, y'all lovely company, if that's what you want to hear.
Yes, I enjoy.
Alright, I'll take it. Whatever.
Yeah, alright. I guess there's one thing. I
Flattery gets
guess.
you everywhere in this life. Take a sip.
I know, but
Here, hold on. I can give you one. I can give you one. Yeah, I know. So many.
Come on in. Grab
why
some
would I say that?
tea.
Because
Why would I say that?
and I just told it to you, so you know it now.
Yes, we're having a tea party. We're spilling the tea.
No, I'm not going to say that, Riley. You damn well know that. I'm not going to say that.
Share it.
You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to share something else.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Chamomile. To help you relax for the night.
By the sound of it and by how everything is looking, that I will try my best to help make sure that everybody in this town
I do hope you enjoy.
will have a place to stay. I'll try my best to help build things. And apparently my dumbass made a deal to now see that the first special building, that of course if it should be
Ice Heart,
all
my dear.
agreed upon by the mayor and everything, is going to be
I
a
heard
bathhouse.
Ice Heart.
We got a bathhouse, everybody!
Can I leave my house in good hands with you? And make sure that they get home safely.
There's a line here.
And not leave too much of a mess.
Of course.
I have talked with people.
Ain't not already.
I'll try my best to.
You should be okay with it.
If I'm going to be leaving some things to you later on, then I can hope that you trust me as well.
Of course.
And that if everybody could agree on
Then I will bid you a pleasant night, and I will see you later.
That's right. I forgot
about Oh, so you will not be returning?
I will be returning, but
Wait, what is it?
perhaps much later than
Only if
expected.
you're okay with it.
What about the tea master?
I am so fine with it. You are amazing.
I
She's
see.
on the table.
Yeah, I
She's been
thought
walking
so.
around.
I very much thought so.
No, I do have an engagement to go
Mistress
to.
of tea herself.
I do have an
One thing
engagement.
before you leave. One thing. A quick thing. You are the mistress of tea after all. You have an obligato.
Remind me then, what am I sharing with you all?
It's not that boring. Come on. One thing you learned today.
One thing I learned today. That I have dear and wonderful friends in this town. That.
You learned that today? You didn't know it last week?
Well,
Flattery gets you everywhere, huh?
let's say. Let me rephrase.
Everyone take a sip, everybody.
I feel that. Cheers to that.
There, I got you. Give me back my tea.
It is nice to be reminded, Vixen.
It's fine. You can
It
have
is
my
nice
tea.
to be reminded.
Okay,
You know what, that's it.
You cannot. You
Alright,
are
I'll take your
mixing
tea.
the
You know what? We switch. You can have her tea.
This is your art.
I will bid you. I will see you later then, my friend.
It's fine. You can have any of his tea then.
Okay.
You can switch
Very
over
well.
here.
What about
Take
that
that.
one
You
day?
know,
What
it's
if
fucking
we all
musical
just
teas.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You know what? Don't mind me. You can have
She had
mine.
mentioned she was coming to see.
Everybody, well done to everybody.
Yes, they are someone who has a very interesting way of thinking about a number of things. They have been very fun conversation to have.
There was this story that was once told to me, and at one point during the story, there was this
Are you
man
wanting some, my friend?
who was having tea with everyone, and in the middle of the tea,
What?
he was just screaming places.
Some of your fare?
I'm not saying. I know what you're. I know what he
I was asking if she wanted some tea.
I know what some people might be thinking.
Oh, I see.
How do you like it, Natalie?
It's great. Thank you.
Of course.
You should show the
People always say that my tea, after drinking it, always makes them feel more refreshed. I'm not entirely sure why, but they always say that, and it always puts a smile on my face.
Okay, but only if you do it too.
Okay, fine.
I know you know how to
should
do it.
do the
Oh, yeah,
floss.
fucking
The
Landry
whole
in on this too. Come on, all the UN. All the UN. I know you all know how to do this shit.
Don't you get me involved in this?
Go stand by
You and
Landry.
Flash
If you wish to use your words, would you be a coward if you did not do it?
Right. You got me there.
I like your odd bad. You got the word.
Fair enough.
Spinning them.
This is a
We got like a specific
synopsis that you were looking for.
A cup of chamomile for you.
See, I knew
I
someone.
managed to
Enjoy.
find some of them, but the
Thank
new
you.
inside,
How do you wanna
things
do
just
this?
kind of fell apart, and then
I'll start.
The people who I wanted to go on a meeting just kind of went around.
I prefer not doing anything that tells me to bend over. I don't want my stitches to be
Miko.
blown out.
Vixen counts us down, and you all do it
Are
at
you
the
ready?
same
They're at least aware that I wanted them to have a meeting, though, so
I am. Are you?
I am. My house is in good hands with Ice
Will you be-
Heart.
I see.
they're at least aware, though.
Well, I could always leave it you in charge as well of making sure they don't tear my house asunder.
Oh, yeah.
I will see you later. Have a pleasant evening,
I
you
could
three.
slap that Bjorn down a peg or two if I need to.
I'm sure you
If he gets a
could.
little rowdy.
I will see you later.
Okay.
Of course, and enjoy.
Stay safe.
One. Floss, 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 floss,
I hate this. I feel so weird about this. I feel like I'm too old for this.
My house may never be the same again.
I don't even want to know what they're talking about.
I don't either. But what matters to me is that they're having fun, and that they are having a good time. That is all that matters to me.
I'd made sure that I could actually get up to the area this time.
Oh.
Remember I had you come up here and I had said that there was a place you'd probably find interesting sometime?
Yes.
Well, I actually went to the effort of making sure that I could actually open the windows.
Ah.
There's quite a few interesting places that you can get to when you're looking at it from up on the top of the buildings. That's not where I want to go. Right here's just fine. You are familiar with flowers, yes?
I am, yes. Very much so. Perhaps not as much as my father, but I am aware of them.
Still. Do you know much about this one? In her hand is a preserved black lotus flower.
Yes, I am.
You know of its properties?
The more common one, perhaps, at least in recent memory. Poison. Although, primarily more so deadly for those of the old and the young. Not so much for the hale and hardy. A beautiful but deadly flower.
Do you know what it stands for?
Does this have to do with the story you were mentioning earlier?
Perhaps.
Perhaps not as much as I probably should. A flower like this is uncommon. Rare, much like the Eterna Rose. But the Eterna Rose is much more rooted in the Elvish culture. Whereas this one is more like legend and myth. And not often talked about.
Would you like to understand more about it?
Yes.
And I suppose be the question that you would ask them.
You are beautiful.
That is the first thing that say after seeing something that no one has ever had. You truly are strange.
Would you expect anything less from me?
No. That is why I say that there won't be any that hurt you. You have friends. You have dangerous friends.
But friends nonetheless.
When I say that your hands are covered with the ability to give life, mine only take.
That is not true.
Look upon me, Lótëa. See it is in front of you. There is no mask on. No more shroud.
And what I see is a beautiful person.
That person has been long gone.
No.
Many, many hundreds of years.
No, they aren't. Because I see them in you. This form of yours. It changes nothing, as I said it would. It doesn't matter, Miko.
Even if I were to tell you that had happened, I know exactly how it happened.
Which thing?
You hold in your hand the reason that you've seen it recently.
Now I understand. The moment you showed the flower, I understood. But it doesn't change anything, Miko.
And yet, you would be friends with a murderer.
I would be friends.
One who's once pure as white, stained black by the amount of layers of blood.
Do you trust me?
If I didn't, you would be dead.
I know.
I trust very few.
Whether or not your deeds are what they are, it doesn't change anything for me. You are a friend to me, and you will remain a wonderful, dear friend for as long as we choose to keep this friendship. And I want to continue this friendship because you deserve someone in your life to make your life brighter, to be a light in your darkness that you can look to and find happiness.
I am beyond such things.
No, you're not. If you believed that, Miko, we wouldn't be here. I will be that light for you.
So incredibly irritating to me. You know that? You say exactly what's on your mind.
I say...
Not a care in the world.
I say the truth.
Then in that case, if this is truly what you're willing to stand by,
I am.
Then that thing I told you about, finding a way to prove that they are blind, no matter how much they deny it.
Hmm.
It's not something that I can do alone. I've done many things alone for a long time. 1,000 years, but alone. I've lost count. But if I have people helping me, perhaps I can make it so that people that live shadow the Empire can walk freely. My people able to walk without fear of persecution. People like you, who carry gifts far greater than that the oracles could ever claim to hold. Their miserable little hands. They would be able to be accepted as the wonderful people that they are. But in order to do that, the blind must be made to see, must open their eyes to the truth. That what they have been told hundreds upon thousands of years has never been. It has only been what has been wanted of them. Could help me do that. And live a life that deserves far longer than you're given. If not speak of it again. Go back to pretending.
No.
There's never this conversation.
I would be willing to help, but my biggest concern is I don't want to hurt people. Miko, you know this about the Drow. You should know this about me. I will be stand by you. Should you
I
have
have seen
me?
your gifts. No matter what path follow down behind your hands remain clean. Don't have to hurt Eddie. These hands are far too dirty. I have to hurt in order to protect that which I have grown to care about. I will. That is a promise that I will keep.
I know.
If you are going to follow his footsteps of that which makes the Empire fear or change, have to be close to things like that potentially. So long as I have my own way, it only ever have to help people.
Is that a promise you will
help them
make?
heal. I will. I have done this for a long time. I have felt no remorse for it, for I believe that what I do is for the right reasons.
We live in a strange world.
Cannot change things without being to soul itself sometimes. That is the way that I learned. And yet, one of the biggest things that I feel I have to solely myself is that I have to do this. It never bothered me before. lot in town. You have changed a lot about me in such a short amount of time. I almost considered dangerous. And yet everything that I asked of you that was a test of you, God kept answering in a way that I could not deny. This was defiant.
Then you have my answer. And I will stand by you.
I do. Then comes time when I have the ability to act. Will be what you know. Admittedly, there is at least another that I am testing. They have a different test in mind. But I want to see in which you can truly smile. Not just the smile you give me to everyone else. Where you can say that you are not having to ask of your... Because everywhere you go, don't you see it? You have gloves chained to your hands, hiding true nature of what they're like. That bothers me greatly. Where I go, I wear a mask. Nobody has ever met the real me.
Until
To
now.
an extent. That, in its own way, is a mask. But one that has been caked so much blood that I cannot...
Then perhaps, one day, I don't know when.
Perhaps we shall see. Perhaps you might be the reason that I, even demon like myself, could be cleansed.
As I said, I will be the light in your darkness. The beacon you can look to.
Glad. You should probably go check on the rest of the people that have currently crowded your home. I have told you what I need to.
Miko. Do you fear for me? That you will lose me somehow? Or do you fear that you will lose more of yourself?
From the moment that I brought you up into this room, I had feared that I might see you if you knew the truth about me. Now I just fear it may happen because that is not changed who you process. I won't admit. I wouldn't, in fact. That knowing me as this is inherently a dangerous thing to know. But as I told you, Ones who would have to be afraid are those who would try to hurt you, but you know what you can do. I did not get the reputation that I did because I was gentle.
I know. And should they try to hurt you, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Comes to that, it is certainly one fate that I have long deserved.
No.
They've tried many times in the past, set many traps for me. They've never succeeded.
I know.
Don't need to worry about my safety. I've cared for myself time. I've made it this far. No intent of stopping anytime soon. To answer your question properly, yes, I do fear losing you. But not through actions. Not now. But there are still some. If they would know, if they found out somewhat. Well, there is a reason why I've never stayed in place for very.
And now I understand the why.
Whenever I leave, whenever I left, it's because my hands have gained a new layer of red before it's the black. This is the first place that I have remained after doing such a deed. And admittedly, I was considering even with the opportunity that these outsiders present. But something stopped me. Something that I have never had before. At least if I have, I have never recognized it. I think you know what I mean.
I do. And I am glad that you are here. I am glad you've stayed.
Just as your secret's safe. What we have discussed here does not leave this room.
And your secret is safe with me, Miko. There are those in the town that already know my gift. Because I chose to show them. Because I believed I could trust them in the way that I felt I could trust you. And I know them enough that they would not betray that trust. Nor will I betray yours. And as I said, I will be here.
The wrong people were to hear. I would have to leave.
I know.
Because I would much rather not put you in a position would have to witness pain. Because there are plenty who want me dead.
I know.
And they would have every right to want.
I know. I know.
And in helping me, could very well join that. Bear that in mind.
I know.
Well, now you two are of the flowers of that garden.
Hello, everyone. It is 5 minutes until hard end. We will ring the bell when it is time.
The flower, though.
We will discuss more of this later. Plan that I have. This desire, should the opportunity arise. First, I need the pieces in the right place. When close enough, it can be maneuvered. I would need an oracle. And I will promise you this. Day comes, I would say, and when I have dear.
You will forgive me, but I did not hear what you said.
It's alright. For that plan to work, I would need an oracle. One that could be positioned, maneuvered, put in the right place. And if that day comes, I promise you that you will not have a finger laid upon you. Them, they're gods. I would ensure that. However, I need to do so. I have an ally. I can probably start to plan for that ability.
An unlikely ally.
Something. You are the key, potentially, to doing something that I have only dreamed of. Many, many years. But for now we are just Lótëa and Miko. Just Miko. Play Miko. Come along now. It is late after.
It is indeed.
And if you choose to keep that, by the way, do make sure that it stays well hidden. I would hate for people to think that you were somehow responsible for what I did.
I did not take it with me for that fear. I left it there for you.
Noted. Then I will see you in the morrow.
And I will see you as well. You are rather beautiful, you know that.
Perhaps one day I will agree.
And I will endeavor to make me have that day come and hear you say those words.
Shall certainly see. Bye.
Good night, Miko.
Does the ring-a-ding-ding already mean what I think it means? High five.
Alrighty then.
Uncle Mike touchdown. I set out to make a fucking poultice, and I got roofied by a golden mushroom.
I'm glad you added golden restroom, because I was like,
Maybe not the right word to say.
Well, my friend. I will keep your secret safe. Fuck.
We were gonna talk to this person. I was like, damn it.
It is.
I used no magic. Yeah.
We're used to tasting liquor.
Motherfuck.
Watch where you step. The juice.
Oh, I literally stepped in fucking Dallon's vomit today.
Like someone sneak under the interview.
Oh god, no, okay, I can't think about that.
That's why I met him after.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
So now you know everything.
Here.
Yes.
You know those giant bottles are movable, right?
Yeah.
You could take one of those over to the tavern in the morning when you deliver tea.
Yeah, I could. I've thought about it. Maybe. I might start doing that.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. I was just wanting to make sure that you knew that they are props.
Yeah, I know. I've accidentally pulled them a few
You're,
times during talking.
Your tea shop was jumping today.
It really was, and it surprised me, and it was so unfortunate that I had a prior conversation to go to with that being Ari.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was completely unexpected. And yet, she was dead on. She was dead on. Holy shit. Yeah, I wish I could have stayed, but yeah, that would have been fun. But I'm glad I got to have that. You, my friend. I love you, Ari.
I wasn't planning on doing that so early, but
you hit the roll.
Your charisma checks.
Yeah, you hit the rolls. I saw you, I saw you mute, because I noticed when you mute. I noticed your hand movements, so I knew you were asking for a roll.
Yeah. Granted, one of them was the should I make this bad idea roll? Because this is admittedly, this is a bad idea.
Oh, this is absolutely a bad idea. Lótëa doesn't fully understand what she's getting into. She knows, but I don't think she's fully grasping just how much this is going to challenge her. And that's what I wanted. I wanted her to be challenged. Oh yeah, I know.
I was gonna say, you started from episode 1, and you weren't fucking around, but you're finding out.
Oh yeah, I'm finding out. Also,
yeah.
Maze in my chat just in all caps, you charmer. And then immediately goes.
Quite literally.
Yeah, and then she goes, "Oh yes, it's time for a date.
Right,
it's time for a date."
Yeah, what's more important is now you can finally see all the pictures that May's been taking because she's been hiding them.
Oh, I know.
Because
I know.
At least now you can see them.
You want to go over here, really? We can talk. God damn it, Bibis! I told her to stop firing. I told her to stop firing that in my face. It's literally a flashbang in my eyes. It really hurts. No,
Oh, and also, you know what's funny? The one who made the deciding roll that actually kind of kicked it off was May.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, dear. I love you. Oh, fuck. Do you want me to end stream or no? Or like mute or anything? Oh, silent. Or aim so-and-so's. Yeah.
I think I'm yelling. Am I yelling?
You were-ish.
No, you're not. You kind of are.
You kind of were.
Anyways, I'm here.
Yell doesn't actually make you louder. Just increases the range. Oh, just increases the range.
He win or lose. Yippee!
I don't know. Do you want me to roll?
Smile.
Smile.
Very interesting story you told me. Smile.
Yeah, a very interesting story.
Smile. Yeah.
Smile.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I have my thoughts. I have my
I just
feelings.
wanted to wish everyone a good end of session, and I hope you had a good time. Remember, there's a map channel if you encountered any difficulties with the map. You don't need to say.
When you shifted the houses, by the way, you opened a pathway under one of the houses.
If there's anything else you need throughout the weekend, feel free to
I can show you later. Don't worry about it.
And I hope you have a good week.
Silent.
Hi.
Can you send me the notes for the flower that we talked about on Saturday? Can you DM those to me so I can have them for my records?
Sure.
Just so I can remember what we talked about.
I can write them up in a slightly more, slightly more readable format.
Yeah,
than
that's
what
fine.
What I noted.
Yeah. Thank you.
What's going on with my voice so far?
I'm gonna be setting that up.
Bibis. I'm so sad we couldn't get to talk. I was so sad. I know. No. Because, and literally when I had the time, like when I literally had the time, I literally had a conversation with Ari.
Me too, I'm so sad.
Aww. Hopefully next week.
Oh, what the hell? Oh,
Yeah.
Crispy arms.
Also, thank you for taking care of my house, Vevs. I saw them all stack the cups up, and I was like, aw, thank you.
They're not crispy. They're actually
warm.
I would imagine all the extra blood warm and like weirdly hydrated.
Yeah. Should we go talk?
Yes.
If we need to, we can go into my place. I was gonna say if we need to, we can go to my place. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to my place.
Yeah, let's just
Yeet. Oh. Okay. Well. Let's just go upstairs. Go upstairs.
I mean, inside. I was gonna say inside here, they can't really hear. Ah, fuck! I fell.
I did too. No. Fucking Christ, man. Yeah, she nailed it. She nailed it. So
Yeah,
did you? So.
I was gonna say now that she's been testing you every episode.
Oh, I know she has. I've caught it.
Maybe not. Maybe not the first, but you know.
The first, no,
every
she
episode
didn't.
Since
because she asked about episode 2 was when she asked about the poisoning, like had the killer been caught, that type of thing, and like what was her thoughts on it and stuff like that. She was asking her, if I remember correctly, she was asking her what Lótëa's thoughts were on that. Episode 3 was when we were talking about the oracle, like the oracle magic and stuff like that. It was that conversation.
Yep.
Also, now that I can tell you, because she finally revealed her magic to you, so when she was saying, we all have secrets to hide, this was it. And then she further says it as, if you remember, she said something, I think if I remember correctly, I said something along the lines of, I was not gifted, I don't have oracle magic, I was not gifted with that. She was gifted with this. That was her biggest hint to you. And then the second hint in that same conversation was, if the Empire came down, or like if an oracle came down, they would be dead within a fortnight. because of this. That was the
Yeah.
other reason.
I hope you also noticed the other things that anytime they kept holding out their hands, they would just be like really like.
I have this weird tendency of doing that, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's who I am IRL. I don't know. I've been doing that a lot, and I've noticed it.
For this character, they're very touch first. So
yeah,
the fact that they're letting you touch them is
I was
notable
very
thing.
tempted to give her a hug, but then I was just like, no, I probably shouldn't. I was very tempted.
Oh yeah, that would have done something.
Uh-oh.
I can't say, but that
Monka
would have gotten a reaction.
Oh no.
But so yeah, I am playing a far more important character than people realize.
Oh, I
'cause
noticed.
Nobody suspects me. I've been keeping track. Nobody knows, and I went through the motions on episode 1.
So,
I
made one
I actually
tiny
went in there
mistake.
and poisoned that cup.
I made
Yeah?
one tiny mistake. I went to go find
Which
something in
was?
your VOD, episode 1. Guess where I happened to click on the VOD? It was because
when I was fucking with the cup. Oh.
No, it was when you were in your post scene and I saw the chat. You were in your homeworld bouncing around talking to people. Because I was curious what you got up to. And then I saw the chat and I was like, wait, what? So I have known that Miko has done the poisoning since episode 1, and I've just not said anything because I wanted to not say anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, now you know in character, so now you can actually admit it.
She knows. Yeah, she knows. And then episode 4, we didn't get to talk, so she couldn't really have a testing on that one.
Yeah. we didn't get a really long one, but
details.
It was specifically the things that she said. Like there's, I can't remember what I'd have to go back and check what specifically triggered it. But
I mean, now I can go back and watch your VODs.
Well, yeah, you can actually watch now and see things. And you can see how much she is like getting like really angsty and like piney over her.
Aww. Someone in my chat was like, "Oh, the option was probably kiss her or kill her."
Actually, yes.
I know. No, there was a so
you say that, but that's not ironic. That's
no, it's not
true.
ironic. It's actually true. Yeah. So, funnily enough, I actually had a sinking feeling that somehow Lótëa was going to get poisoned by her, and that was how that was going to happen. Like that was my fear. I was like, Lótëa was going to get poisoned.
I didn't ping for a DM in that moment, but I will tell you this. If their reaction was negative to that, I can't exactly say that they would have had a good time trying to leave.
Oh, you mean the fact that Lótëa would have... Lótëa would have reacted negatively?
If they had reacted, depending on the things that they had indicated, if they had indicated that they were going to go and tell people, you would be in huge trouble with her.
Yeah.
If they had reacted negatively, I don't think anything would have happened per se, but well, there would have been a very notable impact. But the way that they reacted to that, very much determined what she would have actually ultimately done, because there are things in that room. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure there is. And she was just like, I mean, that's the thing that too is like Lótëa would not have acted negatively. The only way she probably would have acted negatively is if she found out day 1. There's the potential she would have acted negatively day 1 because if she was
because she didn't know anything about what Miko actually was about.
Because she took the time to get to know her. She's not going to react negatively to her. She cares. She cares about
she
her.
She kind of She understands that there's a reason to her
Yeah.
madness.
And then that's why she was kind of stressing to you. That's why I had her kind of stress a little bit to you, and I was a little scared of doing that. She was like, I don't want to hurt anyone. That was the biggest fear she had. And that answer to her, in giving the answer to you, was like she didn't want to hurt anyone.
That's why she made that promise.
Yeah, and unfortunately your mic was cutting out a lot of that too, which was sad. So that's why I'm gonna have to go through your volume.
Sorry.
Watch. No, I have that same problem too.
Yeah.
So when I talk real quiet, it doesn't pick up all the time.
I'd have to be careful with that. But yeah. I was gonna say, you won't have to do anything.
No,
the
I figured as much.
Was, you won't.
Yeah. Lótëa won't do anything. Miko will.
But yeah. Welcome to the Black Lotus plot. It's fun here.
Look, I'm honestly, this was more than I expected.
None of this was. I didn't plan on anyone specific, but just from general interactions with this side, like how things would go. And yeah, that I was gonna say they're the first one to find out, and Dr. Yang is getting incredibly close, but they're getting a different experience.
Oh, I figured it was her. I figured it was her. No, she had a feeling it was her. She just didn't say anything.
Yep.
And there was also the reason why she didn't take the Black Lotus with her too. She's like, yeah, that would, if that was ever found, that would be terrible, and she doesn't want that to happen. No, she's smart enough about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plan some stuff for them in probably the coming episode or two because well,
have fun.
The timeline has been bumped up a bit because I was, at the rate things were going, I was thinking this would probably happen in another probably in the next 2 episodes, but then certain things just were said by a couple of people in quick enough succession. I was like, no, she may act now, and that's the thing that's becoming her biggest issue, is that she's taking risks that she normally would never take.
Yeah, because Lótëa is here and she doesn't want to leave her.
I was gonna say, yeah, Lótëa is absolutely fucking with her, and that she has a friend. Also, you got a story about someone very important.
Oh.
You may potentially learn about them at some point in time, but yeah, the person she was talking about is someone very familiar to me and May. So that should tell you something.
I think I know. I think I have a feeling I know who it is.
Yeah.
I won't say anything though.
Black Lotus normal human game. We love plotting assassination.
God. I mean, Lótëa fits that to be. She fits that aesthetic. She fits the aesthetic.
She's not planning on killing anybody yet.
Yet. So now I need to actually ask then. Did she only plant the flower, or did she actually plant the ballfish poison as well?
If now that you can actually go and watch my VOD, I did go down there and deliberately go for the motions of lining that mug with poison.
Okay. Understood.
I literally went down there and did it, and nobody saw me do it.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody even saw me enter the building.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I have an alibi, but yeah,
I know.
I did. They were willing to let it just be implied that I did all that, but I was like, no, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because if someone catches me, someone catches me. But you know what? They didn't.
Yeah.
And now I get to do this. Now everyone likes Miko.
Hold
It'd
on.
be a shame if they actually knew who they were talking to. What?
My fucking window frame's not in this window. What the fuck? What the shit? Alright.
I mean, you can go through that window.
I know. I just don't. I have no way to get up there. Might have to talk to Sizzle about that. Well, I know you do. That's also a sheer drop down into our garden, by the way.
I mean, I could probably make that jump. I could probably jump into that window.
Have a late night sojourn into Lótëa's bedroom. She has room on her bed. I love you, Ari.
Who knows?
I fucking love you.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what happens? I mean, I think you could clearly tell that she was catching some kind of feelings.
Oh yeah.
Friend feelings at the very least, but yeah.
She also noticed she noticed your fangs, by the
impossible.
way. She noticed the fangs. In the first when we were talking in the house. She pointed it out to you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard it.
When?
Literally.
What episode was that?
Literally tonight, you goober.
Oh. I mean, those have always been there.
No. I hadn't noticed them until her fangs. Have they always been there?
Yeah. No. Her. Yes.
Wow, I never noticed until that. Oh wow.
No one's looking at my mouth. No one's looking at my mouth when I'm talking. They're looking at my eyes or my boobs.
I mean, they are nice tits. Goddamn.
That is intentional.
I know. No, it's.
Advo did a great job with that.
Oh yeah, yeah they did. No, it's when she was pointing out
the fang.
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, the fangs have always been there from day one.
Huh.
You are the first person that has actually noticed them.
Hell yeah, I'm happy.
That's one thing that she can't hide. She can hide.
They're
her
very
ears, she can
subtle
hide her
though.
tail.
They're very subtle, which is probably why.
Yeah, I mean the other giveaway is that her eye color is not exactly normal for humans, but you know, no one ever puts that out either.
Yeah, Lótëa's kind of caught that one, to be fair.
Yeah.
Gay noises.
Gay women.
Gay women.
Women. No. I still love the fact that she nailed you.
Story house is that. No, she hasn't.
No, when she nailed what creature you were. She said when we were talking about the long life. The long-lived. She's like, there is only two races that I know of, or two species that fit that category, and it was the elfkin and the kitsune.
Yeah, I guess I just got hopeful, you know.
Yeah, you're an elfkin who cut off their ears. That's why your ears aren't showing.
Did you really not get what I just said?
What? No? What? What?
Oh, I got all disappointed that it wasn't that kind of nailing.
Oh, you bitch. God damn it. Oh, you fuck. I love you. I fucking love you.
Oblivious.
Shut the fuck up. God damn it, Ari.
I was gonna say, you haven't nailed Miko yet. Unless you want to say something happened in Delta.
Fuck me.
Gladly.
Okay, let's go right now. We got a bed right here. Let's fucking go. God damn it.
Let's fucking go. No.
You okay there, dear?
God. No. I'm dying.
Fuck. Okay, here, come here. I know how to make that better. No, you're not dying. I love you. I fucking love you.
Yeah.
And the UN were worried about their people fucking the outro people.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
Who do you want to go
yeah,
raid? I'll raid
have
with
fun
you.
Have fun with that now, because now that you know this, you have irreversibly gone down a path that now.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
You're gonna get involved in some shit later. I will make sure that.
Oh no.
Ray's is just like, don't fuck the furries, and they're too busy fucking each other.
Oh my fucking god. Who do you want to raid? Can hit the Bibis, we can hit Kimmy. Kimmy's still going.
Let's see.
She might be ending shortly.
Let me see.
Oh, yeah, I think she's about to end. She's not even in the world anymore.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
I wanted to talk to her.
She's doing that Wait.
Oh, she's going to another RP? Oh, okay.
She's going to another RP? Perfect. Let's go get Bibbles. I haven't gone Bibbles in a while.
I meant Kimmy. Kimmy's going to another RP. But yeah, we can hit the Bibis.
Oh, Kimmy.
Yeah. It's up to you. I'll double raid with you, wherever you want to go. You tell me.
If that's the case, if Kimmy's going to another RP, let's go to Kimmy.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure Bibbles is going to be ending.
Bibis goes for a while. Let's be real. And she's going to be talking to a lot of people.
Yeah, she never leaves fast. Just fine. I got my raid up.
All right.
I'm
hitting
waiting.
enter.
Raid
Raid started. Alrighty. Well.
Right now, let's go.
3, 2, 1. Hitting it. Bah.